Shalom. The topic of today's video, or the question we're going to be discussing, is the topic one Torah or two Torahs. I see this topic online, I've seen it in books, and I've seen it in other resources, and it's become a very great argument among Messianic believers, Christian roots believers, Jewish roots believers, and Hebrew roots believers, and I don't feel that it should even be an argument. First of all, there's only one Torah, and everybody agrees on that. The difference is not whether there's one Torah or more than one Torah. The question is, who has to do what as it relates to the Torah? Now we all understand, we all read the same scriptures. We all know that Exodus 12:49 says that there is one Torah for the native and the outsider who dwells among you. We all have that understanding. We all know what that verse means. We also all understand that not everybody can keep every commandment in the Torah. First of all, many of us that live outside of Israel can't keep commandments that were given just for those who lived in the land. The temple isn't standing, and there's no priesthood active, so we can't do commandments that relate to the temple and the priesthood. If you're a man, all of the commandments that were given to women, you can't fulfill. If you're a woman, all of the commandments given to men, you can't fulfill. If you're not a parent yet, you can't fulfill the commandments given for parents. If you're not a Cohen or a Levite, you can't fulfill the commandments given to only Cohen or Levite. So the question is not, is there one Torah, but which facets of the Torah, which verses, which commandments, which mitzvot, chukot, and mishpatim actually are required by you? And the only answer to that is to find out who you are, what you are, and then to read the scriptures and find out which commandments actually relate to you. I know this sounds very simple, but the answer is just that simple. There is one Torah, but it relates to each individual in a different way, depending on whether they're Jewish or non-Jewish, whether they're male or female, whether they're a soldier or not a soldier, whether they're a parent or not a parent, whether they're a Cohen and a Levite or a general Israelite. The real question is not, is there more than one Torah, but what your responsibilities are to that one Torah. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll tune into the next video. If you have a question that you would like to have answered on a future episode, please feel free to message me on Facebook. Just look for RabbiEricT.